Sometimes you gotta know when the applause are necessary. Have the beat.
Facts.
You never know who you learn from, and when those learning moments take place. Sometimes being in this business so long, man, you feel like you get to know people before you actually meet them in person.
I can confirm that.
You read about their story, you see all the adversity they face, and then you start seeing their victories. But sometimes you see the victories before you see the struggle. Keep them applause going, huh? This is a good mood right now, OQ. This next.
I love the energy, bro.
I'm keeping the energy where it need to be, man.
Thank you so much.
This young man has been through a lot to get to where he is today, have to be.
That's a fact.
And they celebrating them worldwide now. Remember he put out that Black Heart Revenge. I was like, who is this kid? What is this movement that's going on in Florida? When Hell Falls. I said, okay, sound kind of morbid. What is the kid really talking about? Got to dig into his story a little bit. I understood that he faced a lot of obstacles in his life. Became a boy who cried wolf.
That's another fact.
I already know. I was really into this. I do my study up. I listen. I follow. I was a big fan of the song Antisocial.
Wow.
That was my joint.
That's his joint. My manager Tark over there, that's his favorite song.
That's his joint too. And now he's here to celebrate his new mixtape, Ethernet Volume 1. Please welcome the one and only Wifisfuneral is here, ladies and gentlemen.
What up, bro?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Chilling. Honestly, like, cool, man. Like, this is probably the best point that I've been in my life in, like, a long time. So everything's good. Like, I really got nothing to complain about, which is, like, kind of weird because I'm so used to being, like, negative and, like, pessimistic about things. Like, oh, well, this didn't happen, so fuck it.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da. But now I'm just, like, I just take life, like, day by day, and I'm just, like, really, like, enjoying it, honestly.
Wow. A round of applause for that shit, right?
It's a good outlook to have, man.
Yeah.
You can only control so much.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, bro, like, you human at the end of the day, you know what I mean? But, like, dude, what I'm talking about, I used to just think everything negative. It was to a point, well, I mean, it still is at a point. Like, I'm trying to, like, figure out, like, he was just, like, I have Sway telling me how he was just listening to my music. I don't know how to digest that. Most people are like, oh, shit, da-da-da-da. But, like, my mind is so negative that it's like, okay, like, a legend just, like, co-signed you. Like, you gotta, like, you know what I mean? Be happy about that. You know what I mean? I can't look at it like, all right, well, Sway co-signed me, but like there was a couple songs on that project that I didn't like. I don't know why he would even like that project. Like that's how my brain works.
That's how your
You know what I
brain
mean?
works. What feels better, to focus on what's good or to focus on?
I was just so accustomed to focusing on what's bad. I didn't even really like it. I
Yeah.
didn't like being that type of person. And then I met my homeboy Vice like 6 months ago, and man, like changed my life.
It changed your life.
Yeah.
Shit, what did he say? Shit, I need to.
No,
hang out
I
with
just
my-
I never had like a big brother like influence. I'm the oldest out of my whole family.
Okay.
So like I never had like a big brother influence, and I had a great relationship with my dad, but we didn't like really like get along like that. You know what I mean? So there was like even at times I felt like I guess I had a father figure, but I feel like I didn't have a father role that could really teach me like right from wrong. You know what I mean? And like when I met Vice, that was the first time I was like, yo, like damn, like somebody feel me. Like damn, somebody relate to me. Like damn, da 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 da. And he would just talk to me, bro, and just like all right, just think about it from this perspective, or just think about it from that outlook. And like nobody's ever like sat me down and like really like sat me down and told me like the real about me, like the good, the bad, the ugly. All right, now what you gonna do about it? Simple as that. Red pill, blue pill.
Fucking Vice, man. Give it up.
You don't know for Vice, man.
Motherfucking Vice, dude. That's
That's
all.
dope.
After all this time, after all these years, all we needed was Vice in our life.
Yeah. Swear to God, as weird as that sounds.
Did Vice come into your life before you finished recording Ethernet Volume 1, or
Before. It was after we had released Boy Will Cry Wolf. That's when I met him. And,
Okay.
and I met him randomly. Like we didn't even know each other. We met each other in the elevator.
really?
Wow.
Yeah.
On
Swear
some
to God.
on some stalker shit or something?
Nah, just like
Oh,
on some,
okay.
nah. It was just on some like he had a homeboy that lived up there, right?
Same studio type thing. Like he was
Oh,
working
okay.
with the same producer, and you know, he happened to be leaving, I happened to be coming in, and we just like we looked at each other, and he kind of felt weird in the elevator, and I was like, who the fuck is this? And then like I met him after that, and I was like, I remember how you looked at me in the elevator. He's like, I know. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? So we both had the same vibe in the
Yeah,
elevator.
we just kicked it off good.
We just
honestly,
clicked
man.
off with it.
Can you hear the difference in like from Black Heart Revenge to now?
Yeah, 100%. Back
Yeah.
Black Heart Revenge, I had an idea of what I wanted to say.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know like the proper way to put it into words, because what was a struggle for me when I was like 17, like turning 18, making that project, was I know how to explain like experiences, but like I don't know how to make people like, I didn't know at that time how like to like reel people in, to make people feel like you right there with me, you know what I mean? Or
Okay.
I'm right there with you,
Mhm.
going through whatever, or blase blase. So Tarek, my manager, would help me with that a lot, honestly. He would help me with just like actually like constructing a song, or like actually like just giving like a plot to it, or you know, just stuff that like nowadays in music doesn't seem necessary to people, to newer artists, but to me it just does. Like I really give a fuck about like if I say something and it affects you to do something negatively, because that's not even what I'm trying to do, because everything that I say within my music is experiences that I went through that I want people to learn from that. So if I'm over here talking about on a song that like hypothetically, like, all right, I hate my life, I just pop like 5 Xans because I hate my life.
Yeah.
That's not me saying like, yo, go pop 5 Xans if you hate your life. I'm just saying like, yo, like I'm at a point where I don't know what to do, so I just did this. This is my only way out. Learn from me, like learn from that. You know what I mean? And if you are going through that right now, just know you got the same person that's in your shoes, and I know you don't have a voice to vocalize it, because there's God knows how many people in this world that probably feel like that but don't want to like admit it, or don't feel like as if they have the voice to say that. So with me rapping, I guess I just wanted to take advantage of that platform. And my mom always told me like that I have like a powerful voice like growing up, and if I'm gonna speak, say something. Don't just like say something that's gonna mean something. Don't just talk just to talk, because then what the fuck are your words really meaning?
Give that man a round of applause.
Okay.
God damn it, this is about to be a sermon today. I already see what's this morning, because you've been through a lot. You dealt with addiction,
Yeah,
right?
100%. I still go through it.
You still go through it?
Mhm. Yeah, I still go through it. I mean, I have my phases where like I'm on and off like cold turkey for like a couple months, but like, dude, addiction sucks, especially like when you're so hooked to the drug that like your body is that dependent on it. You know what I mean? Like withdrawals suck. You know what I mean? Like
you
all
got-
that shit sucks.
On the song Loading Withdrawals, you said I be itching for a fix.
Yeah,
Just
come get this weight off me. Yeah.
That's literal. Like you,
Yeah, no, like that's the thing about it. Like I get straight to the point. I'm like, and there's no disrespect to like any other artists that have talked about drug addiction or like da, but a lot of them would like beat around the bush with it,
Yeah.
to the point where it's like, oh, you gotta like use your brain and like figure out what they're saying, and like riddles and shit like that, which is not a problem using your brain, but it's like for the average person, like I don't want to have to like dissect your bars to be like, damn, bro, like I feel him. Like
Yeah.
I wish people were more like straight to the point, so it hits home. You're like, oh shit, like this is like really what he's talking about right now. Like this is really real. So that's why like with the whole beginning part, that's why I'm always like, whenever I talk about my addiction, it's never like, all right, I'm gonna write a riddle bar, all right, I'm gonna write a simile or a metaphor. I'm like straight to the point.
Straight to the point.
That's it.
I believe that everybody is addicted to something. Like,
100%.
I just believe that. But I'm always curious, because I was asking Sway this morning, how did he start playing poker?
Okay.
You know, his
That's crazy.
addiction-
Puya plays poker.
Really?
Yes. He loves poker.
Puya?
Yes.
Shit, let's go. Oh man, no, hold up. I gotta
See-
deal
you
with
see
this.
how
I
it
gotta
is?
deal with this.
And I asked him I thought he learned to play in Oakland, but he didn't. How did your addiction start? If you don't mind talking about it.
yeah, I don't mind talking about it at all, honestly. So when I was about like 14, 15 years old, I was a freshman or a sophomore in high school,
Okay.
and I was just doing like dumb shit, like, you know what I mean, like shit that I know I didn't have to do, but I was just doing dumb shit, selling drugs on the low, and then literally my homeboy was selling Xans.
Okay.
That's how I got into selling Xans. And then it got into from selling it to like, oh, you know, like, like what does this shit do? Like, why do people like buy this shit? Like, let me just do it. Just out of curiosity, you know what I mean? Which is probably the worst thing that you could ever do.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then I was like, I didn't like it at first. I was like, this kind of sucks. Like, I don't really like it. Then next thing you know, like, I have a lot of shit going on in my life. Whatever it is in my,
Different-
like,
your
the
life.
whole drug dealing shit just didn't work out. You know what I mean? I just
Yeah.
wasn't meant to be a drug dealer. So I was like, all right, that's out the window. Like, I don't really fucking care about that shit. Like, whatever. And then I have all these Xans in my freaking house, and I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this? Like, I don't want to sell drugs no more. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Got all this shit going on in my life. I didn't know how to talk to my mom. You know what I mean? Like, me and my mom have a great relationship, but it was like, for me personally, it was like the older that we got, the more tighter our relationship got because I was able to explain myself a little bit more because I'm older and I know how to put things into words now. I didn't know how to do that when I was like 15, 14 years old. So I didn't feel as close with my mom because my mom was like jumping around because of the situations that her and my dad were going through at the time. My dad was kicking me out the house a lot, and this is not degrading them in any form of way. You know what I mean? They were amazing parents, raised me with 100% like great morals. Love it. It's just everybody has defects in their family. You know, my dad was kicking me out for whatever reasons and and I just felt like the whole world was against me and I had nobody. You know what I mean? So I would hang out with all my friends and all my friends would just escape with drugs. They'd be like, all right, like, fuck today, boom, do that. And then, like, you don't think about it. Like, every bit of worry is gone.
Temporarily.
Well, yeah, temporarily. Okay. But, like, when you're high and you're that high off of it and you're in it, you don't feel like it's temporarily. You feel like that's just going to last forever. So, like, it gives you more of, like, a euphoria feeling where the depression causes even more because it's like you think that this feeling could last forever, but really you're just killing yourself.
Shit, applied that too. Shit, it take a lot to come that I really. Oh man, I appreciate you, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you got a couple bangers on the music, but I love just talking to you, hearing you talk because we're learning. You know. Yeah,
I'm just blessed to be here, honestly, man. I was broke as hell, living like hotel room to hotel room, like $50 in my pocket.
Like,
I love this shit.
How'd you pay for the hotel room?
So I would get paid like $100 a show.
Okay.
At that time, and with that $100, I'd be like, all right, I got 50 for food, another 50 for a hotel, and hopefully it could be like $30, and I'll stay at a motel, so I could stretch out like $20 to $10 to have for food for the night.
Wow.
This was before any of the music came out.
This is right when I met him.
So what was out at that time?
Black Heart Revenge wasn't even out.
It wasn't even out yet.
Nah.
Shit. So you
2015.
February 2015.
February 2015. And then now look at the stuff on your neck right here. I'm not even sure how much that's worth.
I'm gonna be real with you, Sway. Like I don't really care for diamonds. Like okay. I really bought this piece just because of the jade. To be real with you.
Because of the jade.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not even.
I just like it just because all my life I wanted to do like rapper shit. But I find out the more that I do rapper shit, the more that I don't like being a rapper. Like, you know what I mean? Like, cause like being a rapper nowadays, it's a blessing, but it's so like oversaturated and it's so watered down that it's like, you tell a person like, oh, so like, what's your occupation? Like, oh, well, you know, like I rap, like I'm a recorded artist, and people just look at you like, and just walk away.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? I remember back in the days, like when you would be like, oh, well, you know, I'm a rapper, and people would look at you like, oh, wow, that's like that you're a successful rapper, like that's amazing. You know what I mean? Now people look at it as like, oh, get the fuck out of my face, bro. So like, I don't know what the hell the game has come to. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna be one of those backpack rappers that are like that. But it's just like I really do feel like there should be more meaning behind a lot of the music now. You know what I mean? Not everything has to be about a traumatizing situation. But it's like, dude, like I don't think that like everybody's gonna keep relating to just like doing drugs every day. You know what I mean? Like just turning up off drugs every day, you know what I mean? And I'm not over here saying like I'm anti-drug and this and that, you know what I mean? Because I'm just being a real person. Like I listen to certain music that, you feel me, like yeah, I do this and I do that, and I listen to certain music that they're talking about doing this and doing that, and that shit sucks. Like that shit genuinely sucks. Like the shit's not even constructed good. Like people, I feel like, you know what's so crazy? I feel like people nowadays force themselves to say that they like that song.
Hello.
Just because the people around them are like, oh, well, you know, like the beat's nice. Like it's all right. Like, oh, he said that, so that's kind of cool.
And you assimilate, yeah.
Wait, hold up.
This
falling
is
in
smart
love
kid.
with this dude right now, man. We about to form a crew, man. I'm a part of the crew. Ain't gotta be a part of the group, huh?
What you gonna do in the
I'm
crew?
just gonna stand there and be me. Shit.
Ad-libs,
I'm gonna bring some value to it, you know, be me. Box. Dude. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. You know what? Because you know what I'm enjoying most is, and you know, I've had an opportunity to interview a lot of folks over the decades. And
a lot, man. You interviewed Obama, man. Shit crazy.
Thank you. I didn't stunt that. You know, no, I did that for me.
But you know what's so crazy? Me and my homeboy Miggy, we saw that interview the day that it came out, and he called me. I was young as hell. I was in the 5th grade when that came out.
Oh my god.
So my homeboy Miggy called me. He's like, "Yo, Sway just interviewed Barack Obama." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah." That nigga about to he about to take off from MTV. Fuck that. He's like, he bigger than that now.
Wow, that's big, man. I'm glad we got that
Yeah.
connection, man.
No, 100%.
But hearing you, when you do this for how you feel about. I used to want to do rapper shit, and now more rapper shit I do, the less I want to do it. That's kind of how we are.
Right.
With broadcast journalism. Like when I look at what goes on around.
Yeah, a lot of that sucks. A lot of the people in there are like very like malicious and don't and just do shit for like clickbait.
Yeah, and we're the opposite. Well, we're not none of that.
Yeah,
we're just
definitely
we're
just, none of that.
We're just who we are. So when somebody could be this refreshing and so lucid and so present, is a big word in my vocabulary. Somebody who could be around all this shit and still be yourself.
Right.
I know how to stand out of the way of that and let you speak. You
Right.
know, and so I'm really enjoying what you're saying.
I
bro.
appreciate that a lot.
Man.
I appreciate that.
Man. With that said, I'm gonna let you get to it, Tracy. But you got a song called 25 Lighters.
Yes.
And when I hear that song, I think of a Texas
25 lighters on my dresser. Yes, sir.
DJ DMD.
I got to get paid.
Okay,
Pat.
and that was
Fat Pat and Lil Kiki.
Lil Kiki.
Yeah, I got 25 lighters on the dresser.
So
yes, sir.
Lil Kiki will be here in 25 minutes, just so that you know that.
Really?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. So if you want to hang out, we'll make that happen. Right. This right here. Okay. Now on the project Boy Who Cried Wolf, you got a song called "It Takes Two to Tango."
Yep.
And in that, when I first heard the song, I heard you say shout out to Kiki. Now, I didn't know if this was the same or did I hear it incorrectly.
Yeah.
I heard it incorrectly?
Yeah, well, no, you heard it already on shout out Kiki. Wait, what I said? I said Aviani's on a bad bitch. Yeah, Kiki blooded. He be, Kiki blooded like was Brat again.
Yeah.
Yeah. My homeboy Keys. He does his little thing. You know what I mean? But I love Keys.
Okay, so that ain't Lil Kiki.
Yeah.
No,
I thought I solved the puzzle right there. I was
no.
like, yo, this dude really likes Lil Kiki.
No. I know. Don't get it fucked up. Like I love Lil Kiki, bro. Like I listened to nothing but Screwed Up Click growing up. Like that and 3 6 Mafia. That was my influences growing up.
Genesis, you shout out Underground Kings, and that's
UGK.
UGK. Okay, I see a connection here. I want to play 25 Lighters off the project Ethernet Volume 1. Then we're going to come back and open up the phone lines for Wi-Fi's funeral. 888-742-3345.
I gotta let my mom know I'm on
Let
this,
your
bro.
mom know, man. Call moms, man.
I gotta call my mom right
In
now.
the morning, Shade 45. Sway in the morning, Shade 45. All right, man. 25 Lighters right there at the beat.
Yes, sir.
Ethernet Volume 1, Wi-Fi's funeral. I know you've been asked this before.
Yes.
For those who don't know, why Wi-Fi's funeral?
Okay, so the reason why the name was Wi-Fi's funeral, I was 13 or 14 years old when I came up with the name. Woke up in my house, and the name just stuck with me. And I didn't know what the purpose behind the name was, and I didn't even make it my name yet. I was just like, I just kept playing in my head. I was like, Wi-Fi's funeral. This shit sounds weird. Like, I don't think people would like it. And then when I actually took it serious and I was like, all right, I want to actually like go under this name, I didn't want to do it alone. So my best friend at the time, Gabe, we made it as a duo, and I was the rapper and he was the DJ. So it was Wi-Fi's funeral as a group. And the funeral part is because the reason how I met Gabe was when we were 14, his best friend had committed suicide. So we met through like death, you know what I mean? Like that's how our friendship became about as one, through someone who died. So that's where the funeral part comes in, and just like Wi-Fi, just because I want it to be worldwide. Like I want everybody of like every color, every race, you know what I mean? Like whatever it is that you are, you know what I mean? Like even if you're a Mormon, like I want you to listen to my music, you know what I mean? And feel like you could relate to something.
I see love tattooed on your jawbone.
Yeah, I got hate on the other one.
Oh, shit, I didn't see that side.
That's
I'm
the
only on
side I've been
Oh,
seeing.
that's the side you on that? Why are you looking at him like that, H?
No, I knew it was, I figured it was another side.
What is what is that?
This right here?
Yeah.
Which one? Is this the scythe?
The scythe?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
it's a scythe. Cause I don't know, I feel really connected to the Grim Reaper. Like me and him, we cool people.
Okay. Not in a negative way.
Not even a negative way. I just accept death in a beautiful way, honestly. So it's just like I'm not scared of it.
Respectful.
That's it. But that's really all it is. It's just like a showing of my respect. Like I respect the Grim Reaper so much that it's like I'm willing to get a Scythe tattooed on me. Probably it shouldn't have been my face, but fuck it.
But that's what I was gonna ask because, and I'm loving this conversation. When you had mentioned how if you say you're a rapper to someone and then it can be easily to be dismissed, and I wonder just on the surface, a lot of times people think young rapper, tattoos on their face, whatever, they already have an idea of who they are.
Right.
Talk about why you wanted the tattoos on your face.
Well, basically, me personally, I wanted tattoos everywhere. I'm still like trying to work on it, but I wanted tattoos on my face because when I was 5 years old, I drew this Dragon Ball Z character, and I pictured that it was me. And every single tattoo that I have on my face, I drew when I was like as a kid.
Oh wow.
So like literally, I looked at that photo one day when I was like 17 or 18, and that's when I got my first face tattoo. I was like, fuck it, dude. Like this is how I want to look. Like that's all I care about. I don't care how people judge me about it. And like to be real with you, I kind of like the fact that I look the way how I look. Because I like the fact that people judge me before like they get to know me. Not saying that you guys are, but just like random people that like just think they know all about me just because of this younger generation or whatever. It makes me feel almost as like I'm a chameleon. Like I'm just adapting to my surroundings, but I'm completely different from everybody.
And then you surprise them.
You could say us. We didn't know what to expect.
Really?
No, I mean, you never
Well,
know
no,
what
I
to
mean,
expect.
yeah, true. That is true.
You know.
I try to, like I said, I try not to like look at it at a negative like mindset. Like, oh damn, I hope I'm gonna fucking suck. Like, I got nervous as shit earlier. I'm not even gonna lie. Like on the way over here, I'm like talking to Vice. I'm like, bruh, I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, this shit's crazy.
How you feel now, though?
I feel good. I
Yeah,
feel
it
way more
is, man.
comfortable now.
Who you listening to right now? Who you like? Just outside of crew. Like, who you listening to?
I'm gonna be real. I really don't listen to a lot of artists outside my crew because like, I don't want to say this and offend a lot of people.
You ain't gotta say it, man.
Nah, but it's the truth though.
You think everybody else is whack. You ain't gotta
It's
say
not.
it.
Well, it's not even that I think everybody else is whack, bro. It's just like I just wonder what these kids are really doing it for, bro. Like you feel me? Or like I just wonder like what they're really talking about. Cause like it's really like nothing, bro. You know what I mean? Like I listen to a song and like I'm like, yo, I don't not even feel it. It's just like it just sucks, dude. Like it just really fucking sucks. And I hope that all new rappers inspire to be the best at what you do. And please stop doing this shit for like some money shit. Because the unless like you're fucking like Drake, you're not getting half of that money. Like, so like everybody just needs to stop capping, like invest into some shit, bro. Like make the money fucking back, cause like this shit coming and go, bro. Like that, bro. It's like dope money.
It was dope
Straight
money.
up.
So what did you think about J. Cole's 1985?
I don't listen to J. Cole personally.
Oh, really?
The last project I've listened to from J. Cole was Friday Night Lights.
Okay.
I respect J. Cole as an artist. I respect what he does 100%. I just personally don't listen to him because I, as a fan that was a fan since like the warm up and everything like that, I lost connection towards him.
Okay.
I didn't relate with him anymore. I don't like as kind of like weird as it sounds, I felt like there was a certain point in his career where he was focusing on other subject matters, of course, that were just as important. But I just personally, as a man, I couldn't relate to it anymore. The KOD album, I got mad at it at first. Cause I was like, bro, like as an addict, like you don't know what that's like. You know what I mean? You really don't, to be real with you. He probably had friends. I was like, fucked up on lean, popping pills, like da. He from the hood.
His mom.
Yeah, his mom. Yeah, but it's like him personally. There's a difference between doing it, well, not doing it, experiencing it with someone because they're going through it, than you actually being the person that's going through it. And that's not on some self pity shit. It's just like, how am I gonna judge you if I'm not even in your shoes? You know what I mean? Or how am I gonna say this and da if I'm not in your shoes and I don't know what you're going through? I don't know what a withdrawal feel like. I don't know how it wakes up every day to wake up and sweat and the first thing that I do is vomit. You feel me? I don't even brush my teeth because I don't have this certain drug in my system. But but also it's like a double-edged sword. I also agree with what he's saying as far as like with the youth and everything like that. But did I feel it could have been approached in a different matter? Yeah, because I personally feel as both a fan and an addict, you feel me? I feel that the way how he explained it was more of a capitalization thing than a yo, I'm really trying to like put a message into your head. Cause I listened to the album from start to finish. I didn't see the overall message he was trying to say. It damn near sounded like he was making fun of all of us. You know what I mean? It damn near, not drug addicts. I'm talking about rappers that talk about doing drugs. You know what I mean? And yeah, there's a lot of rappers that like inspire kids to do this and do that. But bro, not every single person do that. You know what I mean? You can't let one person that has bigger pull then all the other people like speak for everybody else. That's not fair. It don't make no sense.
That's interesting, man.
That's it. But as an artist, as a man, I respect him 100%. I'll never sit here and be like, yo, fuck J. Cole.
Yeah.
No,
you feel me? Like it's never nothing like that.
Yeah, that's good. That's good to hear. Wifisfuneral, ladies and gentlemen. It's interesting how people interpret things. We all interpret it our own way. So that was your interpretation.
That was just my interpretation. You know what I mean? Maybe like down the years, you know what I mean? And I'm at a level that I'm at or whatever the hell. It's like there's so much politics behind the shit. So you know what I'm trying to say. Like if I'm there where I need to be, you know what I mean, and I'm able to have a conversation with him one day, I definitely do want to talk about that. Because I personally, from the shit that I've gone through and the shit that like and the friends that I had die off this shit, I wanna understand it more because I didn't get it. You know what I mean?
We should make that happen, man.
Most definitely.
That's what I was gonna say. I think it would be welcomed because I think you're coming from a very unique place, artist to artist, and artist who's had the experience. And I think that's the key thing that you're saying that a lot of us can't say because we're not listening with that experience.
Exactly. And there's not and like at the end of the day, you can't get mad at that too because it's like, bro, like we all human. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like everybody in this room is like not perfect in any form of way. Like everybody's imperfect. Like if we could talk about something that's so like that's something that's so impactful in life, you know what I mean? And just because of that simple like subject scenario, like me and you could have a disagreement, you know what I mean? And then that disagreement could turn into something based off the simple fact of like, bro, we're not perfect. You don't have all the right answers. I don't got all the right answers. So that's why I don't try to sit here and act like I do. Like, yo, I'm just a human being just like you. Like, regardless of whatever social status I'm at, I'm still trying to figure out life.
Figure it out.
Yeah, like,
yeah, we all are.
Yeah, man, get that man. Come on.
I really like you, bro.
Thank you.
I don't want him to leave. We just talking shit. With Juveniles, with that song, which is a song we play here. What was it? A message in that, or was that just spitting?
No, it was just spitting. I was chilling with my project manager for Ethan, Nigel, and he was just playing me a shitload of beats. I wasn't liking them at all. And Nigel's an OG in this game, by the way. Like he's really cool people. But I would never rap on any beats that he would give me. And I think he thought I was like offending him. I'm like, no, it's not like that. I just personally just don't like him. And then he told me, he was like, look, watch. He's like, watch. I'm gonna bring a beat and you're gonna rap on it. He's like, and that's gonna be like the song. I promise you. I was like, all right, prove me wrong. So he fucking came through the studio one day. We was at Platinum. He played the Jalo beat, and as soon as I heard the I instantly thought of Drop It Like It's Hot. Instantly. And I told him to his face, I was like, yo, I'm gonna remake Drop It Like It's Hot. At first he was like, I don't know, you should do that. Like just like let's try to actually do that. I was like, no, this is what we gotta do. And it just happened like that. Cause I began the first verse based off Manny Fresh's verse. Because you know how Manny Fresh was like, I know you can't stand it. Like, that's why I was like, I know you just can't understand it. Like how she managed. Like, get that turn of magic, right? Like a lad. Like, I was like, I try to like evolve like Manny's flow. And then my favorite part from that song was Lil Wayne's, okay, now after you back it up and start. What?
Don't feel like it's hot. I like, you just do know his history too, man.
You know, it's so crazy. The only reason why though is that like, I was never like a yo, like if it ain't boom bap, it's nothing. Like it was like, you feel me? I'm far from that. It was just when I first started rapping at like 8-7 years old, my dad gave me a Timberland box. You remember the old the huge ones, the ones that would go up to like past your ankles. Okay, so my dad had those, and that big ass box was filled with every album from 91 to 2001 in all cassettes. Oof. And the first album that he gave me to listen to, he's like, if you really, 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 really want to learn how to rap and like actually like how to write bars, listen to this album. First album I ever listened to is Ready to Die.
Biggie?
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, and fun fact, I was born 2 weeks after he died.
Damn. I don't know how fun that fact. I mean, well, it's just kind of give and take.
Respect the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, that's a fun fact.
Respect the Grim Reaper for
That's
real.
what's up, man. Wow, let's play Juveniles. We're going to come back, find out more about Wifisfuneral. Ladies and gentlemen, 888-742-3345. Sway in the morning. Yeah, Sway in the morning, Shade 45, man. Congratulations to him, Double XL, bro.
Thank you so much. I bust my ass for that.
Yeah.
Yo, like that was like a actual like an accolade in my life that I was like, I'm glad I did this. Like when I first started rapping, what was the first thing that I told you? I was like, before anything, I gotta be on Double XL.
Wow.
Just because, like, as a kid, my mom and my dad, they would make me go to, like, the Publix right down the street and pick up every XXL in the Source magazine. So, like, I have every single magazine from, like, every year of every freshman.
Wow.
Yes, I love this dude right here, Heather. You see, you looking at. I see you.
How old are your parents?
My mom had me when she was 18, and my biological father's 21.
Okay.
When he was 21 when they planned me.
Okay.
Yeah, so they like 40 now, 38.
Yeah, like pushing 40.
Pushing 40.
Still young as all hell.
Yeah, no,
that's a club.
When I say pushing 40, I mean
That's
it's
just
in
a
like
fact.
you feel me? Like my mom
figured
still
that.
act like she's 25.
I figured that because when he was talking about the Timberland box, that's the 40 belows his pops had.
Yeah, the
like
40
you got to
below.
be a certain age to even know about 40 below Timbs.
My
I'm like,
my favorite Timberlands are the beef and broccolis.
There you
Wow,
go.
man.
Yeah, that's they young.
Dude, I'm part of the crew now. Vice, I'm part of the crew, dog.
You with us?
Okay, there you go, man.
Wait, what you gonna do though?
Huh?
What you gonna do with the crew?
What you mean? I could
You
talk.
just standing there?
And you mean in the studio or just like hanging out?
In general, like tomorrow, what
I'm
you gonna
gonna
do?
get us to the front of the line.
Every time.
That's
time,
my
okay,
role.
all right.
Every time.
You rock
Front of
with
the
me.
line sway.
You get in the front of the line. If you roll with me.
Front of the
Every
line
time,
sway.
man.
All
All
right.
right, cool. All right, so we do this thing, man, especially when we first time guests that we call the mystery sack, man. And it's a lot of our citizens, they just throw a lot of questions. We put them in a sack, and then you got to answer them. You got to be honest about it too. All right?
I'll be honest.
All right, here
Trust
we
me,
go.
I've been more than honest this whole conversation.
Go ahead and reach in.
Dig deep, dig deep.
Put your hands into Sway's sack.
That sounds gross.
It's Sway's Mystery Sack on Shade 45.
Now that's not a literally though. It's just a real.
Yeah.
It's another sack.
All
of
you
it.
got to do is dig in, pull out one question at a time. You're going to do it 3 times. The first one, you pull it out, read it out loud. You have to answer honestly. Question number 1.
What's your favorite and least favorite thing about America?
Jeez.
My favorite thing about America is to be real with you, just like freedom. Period, bro. Like you feel me? Like I went across like the whole country, and like it sucks for a lot of other people, and I really do feel bad because they don't even got like a brain of their own. So like regardless of like whatever us as minorities like go through, and we do feel that it's unfair, and it is unfair. I'm not gonna sit here and cap and act like it's not unfair, but one thing that I feel like we should all still take into consideration and all still be happy about is the fact that we have a freedom of speech. Because a lot of people are programmed to think a certain way. Like we know when something is right or wrong, and we're able to speak upon that and do something about that and do protest and do this and get it across the world and get it on Twitter. There's some countries where they're like, they don't even fucking allow you on social media.
Yep.
Shit.
So that's the least thing that I hate about America though, that I don't like about America is just, to be real with you, like just like where our country is going. Like it's like going like beyond downhill. Like it's almost like as if like history is repeating itself again. You know what I mean? And it's gonna go in that cycle. I just wonder when that cycle is gonna break one day, because that shit needs to stop.
Crazy.
Like for real.
Okay, there we go. That's
Question
just
number
that's just
2.
the first question. Shit,
Yeah,
this is
man.
like a
Dig deep.
get deep.
Alright. If you had to eject one rapper out the game, who would it be and why? Damn, bro, y'all these questions are crazy. If I had to eject one rapper from the game,
Question number 3.
hey, no. If I had to eject one rapper out the game, bro, and his videos are funny as fuck, but Rice Gum gotta go. That YouTube rapper that went like double platinum and shit like that, he's gotta.
That's
Okay.
good answer.
I'm happy to say
He gotta go.
Good answer.
Rice Gum, I love you. I love you to death, bro. You're funny as shit, but you gotta go, brother.
Okay, cool,
All right,
man.
last one.
That's a pretty safe answer right there.
I don't even know who that is.
What are 3 ways a woman can immediately turn you off? Oh my God. All right. 3 ways that a woman could immediately turn me off. Bad conversation. If I can't hold a conversation with you or feel interested while talking to you, that makes me like, because like the way how a woman can carry a conversation makes me more like sexually attracted to her. So like if you can't hold yourself like in a good conversation, I don't care if you got like proper lexicon and all that shit. Like you feel me? Like it's just about like it's just about like how you just like
You don't
talk.
care.
You know what I mean? Like dead ass. Just like if you can hold a conversation, right? Like if you're just interesting. Period.
It don't matter what your symmetry is like.
Yeah.
Be. Proper
Wait, I'm his
lexicon.
mama
son.
age.
Okay.
And then what immediately turns me off? Girls that like.
You like groupie type girls? You're not into that?
No, dude. You know why I don't?
Why?
And I was literally just gonna say that because these groupies be coming to our shows, getting in the mosh pits. Vans looking like they went through fucking dirt, walking all the way to the fucking venue. You feel me? Smelling like legit, like smelling like a nigga. I'm like, bruh, like, no, I'm straight on that. And then the third thing that immediately turns me off is a one-minded person.
Okay.
A one-minded person. Like, if I can't speak to you and we can't think about it from 3 different solutions just by talking, just because, like, I like being open-minded and I like thinking from all different areas. If you're just, like, stuck on how you feel, nah, bro, fuck that. Like, this is how it's supposed to be because this is stupid. And you can't open your mind at least a little bit and try to put yourself in other people's shoes just to see how they would think. That shit turns me off. I'm straight. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, you did it, man. You survived the mystery sack. Wifisfuneral is here.
Well done.
The new mixtape, Ethernet Volume 1 is out. Yo, Justin. Justin in Tennessee. What you want to say, Justin?
Hey, Justin.
Yo, what's up, Sway?
What's up, man?
What's going on, fam?
Yeah,
Hey, I just got a question for Wi-Fi's funeral, man. Are you gonna spit some bars on here?
Oh,
Come on, man. You know what's going on, man.
Come on, man. Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5. Welcome to the Valley of the Hyenas. You know what we do here.
Yeah. Hold on, let me catch myself real quick.
Wifisfuneral, Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5. Justin said he gonna kick bars.
Hey, yo, I hate it when it's purchased, gets me deep in my feelings. I feel them feeling so happy. I'm always sad when you at me, but only go if it's rational. Yo, I've been dipping out and through the interstate, snort a gram of coke and choke to death until it's gone. Falling all up on my dinner plate, pop a shade, drinking lemonade, looking back at all of this like, yo, my demons now on runaway. My money now it multiplies. I see some smiles on my face. This shit is fake, cause when I lay back down, I'm laying down in my misery, in the black abyss. So wow, I can't get rid of it. I was dead 3 hours born, so tell me how I'm here. Dreaming of times where it's dark skies and night falls. Forgive me, mama, but my pride's off. Listen, I done died up in a stone cold cellar by myself. Cause see, the old me done died up in the midst of getting wealth. So I'm just falling from a brick wall, dog. I'm falling hard for my help. But if you had to pick me up, I hope it's hard for you to step in. If you had to hold me back, I hope you hold with no regret. And God, I hope I hold you down, cause see, this life is such a bitch. Hey, okay, like, hey, stop, go, you're moving too fast. Okay, like, who's that? Stop, go, you're moving too fast. Okay, like, who's that? Hey, listen. Now I see angels go to angels and just hell to turn to dust. But what the fuck is always up with you, man? Like, what the fuck you made me, man? Okay, like, left wrist 50, on my neck is 100. Who want smoke? We got free cancer by the trap and I'm buzzing. I've been coolin', I've been plotting on the low and I'm thugging. And if a fuck nigga want smoke, this F and then gon' touch him. Okay, like, yeah, I'ma get it back, get it. Hold on,
no. You can do this all day, Heather B. I like this boy flow. You like what?
Freestyling. I say he freestyled it.
Say it again.
He freestyled it.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you was asking me to freestyle. I was like, I'm not ready.
I asked you what you gonna do in the group.
I'm the hype man.
All right, got
I'm the hype man on stage. I like your flows. That's why I want to. That's why I want you to keep pushing your flows, baby.
And you
was like, what?
What? I ain't freestyling.
But you could tell he really cares about song structure. You know, like earlier when you're talking about how you're in the studio and you're like, how can I flip this a different way? How can I make this resonate
I
deeply?
swear to God.
Like, I see that.
I swear to God, I'll spend like 5 hours on one song.
I respect that.
As you should.
Like,
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with
that's
that.
how much you value quality.
Yeah, honestly. I think that's why it takes me so long to, like, my catalog is big, but I think it's not as bigger as people would expect it to be because you know how, like, the day of the internet, like, you know how many people are dropping tapes, like, every day.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but with me, like, we drop tapes, like, every other 6 months or, like, yearly sometimes.
Yeah, and you could tell by when you listen to Ethernet Volume 1. Why did you call it Ethernet?
Ethernet, my friend at the time, Cheeky, came up with it, and he was like, yo, like, you should just make a project called Ethernet, because, like, he's like, that's the fastest way to connect to the internet. And he's like, and that's what your fans are. Like, they're like the internet for you. And I was like, all right, yeah, like, that shit sounds hard. Ethernet, like, let's run it.
Damn, okay, just that easy.
Right.
See, as a member of the crew, Heather, I would have been like, that's a good idea.
Right.
All right, see, that's where I
Okay.
come in. All right, we got Tanner on the line from Indiana. Go ahead, Tanner.
Tanner, what's poppin'?
Hey, what's up, Wi-Fi's funeral?
What up, man?
Hey, bro, I just wanted to let you know I ain't heard of you till today, but hey, you the shit, bro.
I appreciate that, brother. I really bust my ass for this shit, man. Thank you so much for telling me that, man.
Yeah, you're well beyond your time, bro. Damn, man.
I appreciate that, brother. You have a blessed one, man.
All right, make sure you pick up the new mixtape, Ethernet Volume 1. Hey, man, I feel like this is the first of many conversations we're going to have.
100%.
Man.
Yeah.
I hope I can come back, man.
Man. Come on, man. This show, you got a corner of the room, man. Bro, you could come back just to hang out.
Yeah.
Say that. I'll be here.
You feel me?
I'll be here.
Just to hang out.
I'll be here, trust me.
All right, just come chill out, man. We got plenty of work around here, too. All right, man, absolute pleasure and honor to have you on the show.
It's more of an honor to even be here, bro. Like I said, I remember me and my dad, like, on MTV Jams, like, watching you sit at the round table, like, pick the freshmen. Yeah, like the day that y'all put Kanye's #1.
Yeah.
Bro, my dad was so fucking pissed, bro. Like, he was so pissed. He was like, how is Wayne #3, Jay is 2, and Kanye is 1? And I'm trying to explain to him. I'm like 11, 12 years old, like, explaining. I'm like, what you mean? Like, Kanye just dropped, like, Graduation. Like, what are you talking about? Like, he's like, Lil Wayne is the best rapper alive right now. I don't want to hear none of that. My dad's so in tune with music. It's crazy. Like, me and him, like, we literally, like, we bicker at each other for that shit. Like, legitimately.
Yeah, man.
So he stuck up for you, man.
Man, thanks for rocking with me, dog. I knew, hey, man, it paid off years later. Shit. Man, what
it wasn't your pick. You were moderating those things, right? Did you actually have a vote? Were you voting?
Tell the truth.
I mean, I executive produced the round table, hottest MCs, as we used to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had a lot to do with it was a few people.
Nah,
like
but
one
that
time
was a fact,
Raekwon, we put Raekwon album on. Certain people I made sure. Hey,
no,
man.
but that made sense though, because that's when Only Built for Cuban Links came out.
Yeah.
Like the second version, but like it didn't do as good as it was supposed to. So like it makes sense, bro. Like it's not like you trying to degrade artists. It's just like this is what people want to listen to now. You know what I mean?
I remember when we first put Future on, man, the world had a fart, man. Everybody, the world collapsed on me. Couldn't go anywhere. And then Future became who he is, you know.
But that just shows you that you see people before it's actually like it's like spoken into existence. Like you could literally like see that, and there's not a lot of people that can see that. You know what I mean? Like there's some people that like you just go by and you think, oh, they ain't gonna be shit, and then like for instance, like it's like I never thought that I'll never say that I never thought 6ix9ine wasn't gonna be shit. I always knew, like, just listening to his music before like Gummo and all that came out, like I knew he was gonna be big.
You
like,
had a sense he would be
just on his underground shit. Like I would listen to a lot of his underground music, and I would see a lot of people being like, oh, like 6ix9ine this, like 6ix9ine, like he ain't gonna make it. I knew he was gonna make it. I was like, bro, like all y'all doing is just like giving him more motivation. You know what I mean? And giving like you're fueling that.
What was it about him though that you thought stood out? Was it
everything?
Yeah,
bro. His demeanor, the way how he carries himself, his music, his vocal tone, his image. Name another rapper doing that. But for real doing that. You know what I mean? Like, regardless of what you want to say about him or whatever opinions that you got about him, like he makes really good fucking music. Like he reminds me of, damn. Who was a really fucking aggressive rapper that just was just in everybody's shit and did not care win or lose?
DMX.
Bro, real shit to me, he's like a modern day like Spanish DMX, but he's just not talking about the trials and tribulations and shit like that. He's just expressing himself. Yeah, like you know what I mean? Yeah, like that energy.
We had SGP on Rap Fix.
Really?
Yeah, like in 2000. You remember what year that was? We had Space Ghost Perp. You don't remember? Was you on?
Man, I love Space Ghost Perp.
Yeah. That was way before.
I remember when you first
people
had him
we
up
even
there.
knew it was popping. Man, yo, you got to keep coming up, man. You a new member of Sway in the Morning, by the way. Okay, you just got you more than a citizen. You officially a member. Sway in the Morning. All right, man. Thanks for coming through, bro.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.